Man, it takes serious balls to be somebody that follows their creative dreams and visions and goals. I mean, think about it. It's not something that's typical, and it's understandable because you look at our society, you look at how we're brought up. It's not something that we're really ever taught to nurture. We're not ever really taught to explore and go for those things that are creative. I mean, when we're 5 and 6 and we say, oh, I want to draw this and I want to make a card for Nana or whoever, mum and dad are like, yeah, go do that. That'll be good. But as soon as you become a teenager, as soon as you hit that high school stage and that stage of working, that stage of responsibilities where you've got to start growing up a bit more, it's sad, but think of all the things that we've let go of as creative people, as creative beings. Think of all those things that you've let go of over the years, because it's not something that you're supposed to do. It's not the way you're supposed to behave. And if you've got these dreams and you've got these visions and you act on that, well, you're not contributing to society. You're not really helping. You're not earning any money. You're not doing this. So what's the point? Look, I have lived a lot of my life in this space, in this gap of having goals, having dreams, having especially creative dreams, but also not wanting to be the guy that's constantly going for that and then going over to this thing and then finishing that and going over to this new vision. You start being that person, or you start being looked at as that person that's like crazy and that hasn't got their shit together, that doesn't know what they want, that is just wasting their life and wasting their time, and they're never going to figure it out. And I've spent, so many years doing that. So many years lost in that gap, just trying to fulfill where I'm supposed to be in society, what I'm supposed to be doing, but then also trying to give myself these little things here on the side, like do some photography and do a little bit of filming and do a bit of this and a bit of guitar over here and whatever it was, so I could just satiate, it's like little sips of creativity here and there, but never really with that full belief in myself that there's an ability to go for it and to chase that dream, because it takes friggin' balls. A lot of people will talk about it, and a lot of people will say, I'd love to do this, and I'd love to start this business, and I'd love to write that book, and I'd love to write that album. A lot of us talk, and a lot of us like the idea of it, but not a lot of us do anything about it. We're scared, we're intimidated, we're not certain about ourselves, and we're not certain about what anyone else around us is going to think. And that's frightening. Whether we all like to admit it or not, we have this herd mentality. It's survival. It's not bad. It's just what it is. We don't want to be apart from the group, the crowd. We don't want to be segregated. We don't want to be looked at as not valuable, not integral to society. But if you think about it like this, the greatest things in the world, all the technology we use, what I'm speaking into, what I'm filming on here, this is creative stuff, man. Imagine if everyone just said, oh, it's a waste of time. I want to create a device that captures still images in time, that captures the world and puts it into a frame, puts it into an image that I can keep and hold forever. Imagine if someone never explored that. We would never have photography. Then we'd never have filming. We'd never have phones. We wouldn't have any of this stuff. If we were all sitting there succumbing to the fact that we're not supposed to do it, right? We are creative beings by nature. And I just think it's time we start acting like it. I think it's time we stop being so defensive about our creative dreams and our visions, because that's something that really gets in our own way as well, is being defensive when somebody might call us out or question us about it, because we feel like it's an attack, because we all know that people are saying, oh, is it worth it? And even if you've got someone like a good friend or your mum or whoever, you tell them what you want to do. And of course, they're going to be like, oh, that sounds really good. Good for you. But, most of the time, let's be honest, there's very few people that are going to be really supportive in the belief that you can do it. It's going to be very few people. And so we tend to not want to share any of it. We tend to not want to express it at all. And we just keep it to ourselves and hide it away. And it can take effort sometimes to get yourself out of that pit, out of that gap where you don't feel like either you're not good enough or you're not allowed to. It takes balls to move yourself out of that gap. And that's the hardest part, is moving. So how do we go from being stuck in this gap here where we feel like we're caught between two worlds to actually achieving or realizing at least some part of that goal or that dream, that vision, that ambition that we've got creatively? So how do we get from over here, where we are now, all the way over to there where our creative ambition, goals, our dreams, our visions are? How do we get all the way over there? Because truthfully, most of us don't start because it seems all the way over there. And it seems like we're not good enough to reach all the way over there. And it seems like I don't have the skills to go all the way over there, right? And the truth is, you probably don't. Most likely, you don't have what it takes to get there right now. So it's no wonder you can't see yourself doing it and you feel discouraged every time you try, or you feel discouraged every time you try and say it to somebody because people can't see you as that yet. And how can other people see you as that if you can't see yourself as that yet? It's a mind fuck, but it's how it works. You're never going to get from here all the way over there unless you have some kind of discipline for your creativity. Now, discipline is a word that creative people hate to hear, okay? It is a word that we fear because it feels like it's a constriction. Discipline feels like it's authoritarian and it's structured, rigid, robotic things, right? And as a creative being, we don't like to hear it. We don't like to feel it. We don't want to be around it. It doesn't need to be like that. Chasing your creative dream, your creative vision, and moving yourself towards that happens through discipline. It happens when you actually start taking steps and committing to it day after day. Discipline doesn't always have to be punishment. Discipline doesn't always have to be correction, okay? Discipline builds habits. Discipline helps build a new way of life. For example, for 20 years, I've been in the fitness industry as a coach, as an athlete, as many different things, recently as a mentor. And if I ever had anybody come up to me and say, hey, I would love to compete on a bodybuilding stage, but I just don't think I could stick to the diet. I don't think I could do that for 4, 5, 6 months straight without any break of it, without wavering at all. I don't think I don't have the discipline to do that. Well, if somebody wanted it bad enough, we could just change one meal at a time. For 1 week, you just make sure that one meal you never go outside of, and then you make it 2, then you make it 3, then you make it 4, then you make it 1 week straight, then you make it 2 weeks straight. It starts building a new way of living through a new habit. And before you know it, after a month, this is just how you eat now. It's not a diet. It's not a specific thing that you have to eat because of this. It's just what you do. And it's similar with this. It's similar if you want to write a book, if you want to write an album, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a business. It doesn't really matter what the venture is, whether it's seen as super creative or not, is by being able to shift your mentality with discipline and how it can actually start creating more of a life that you want to live, as opposed to looking at it as something that's restricting you and stopping you from going where you want to go. And I found that the best way to do this is to sign a 10-minute contract with yourself. Now, it's pretty simple, but basically what I would get my clients to do, and what I've had to do this with myself recently, because, I still struggle with things as well in this creative space. And sometimes you just don't have all the confidence in yourself that you need. And you need to go back to basics, and you need to go back to what is going to work and moves you forward. So you sign with yourself a 10-minute contract, like to physically actually sit there and write out a contract with yourself saying that you are going to do 10 minutes of this every single day, no matter what. So for me, when I started here on YouTube, I was really struggling with knowing what to film, whether it be sitting here in front of camera or out here in nature or whatever, just trying to film myself or film whatever. I had ideas, but as soon as I get out here, nothing, and even for this video, it took me probably 5 minutes before I actually found the rhythm to be able to speak. So my contract said I, JV, will commit to 10 minutes of filming every single day to build up my confidence in myself. So what I've done there is I've committed to 10 minutes, but I've also given myself an outcome of confidence. I've given myself an outcome where I've got something that will make me feel more convinced with myself, that I'm at least taking steps and getting better. Now, the first couple of days, the first week, you might still really suck at it, right? Let's say you want to write a book. I, Joe Blow, am going to write 5 lines of my book every single day to prove to myself I can write. Boom. Proving to yourself is a feeling of confidence, it's a feeling of certainty. And you've also committed just to writing 5 lines. So what happens if you go to sit there and you go to start writing, but then nothing comes out? Or what happens if you go to film and you put your phone here or your camera here and you go to speak and then nothing comes out? Just say anything. Just write anything. The point is that you sat down as part of that contract. You've chosen the time. You've chosen when it is. You've chosen what it is. It's for you. It should be an exciting thing to do. It's not an actual job. It's a creative vision and passion, right? It's a goal and it's an ambition. It's not something that we should be scared of. It should be something that we're thrilled to give ourselves. But here we are, having to find ways to make time for ourselves to do it. And usually when we have the time, we don't do it. You have a longer shit, you have a longer shower, you fuck around after dinner, you watch YouTube, you watch a movie or whatever at night. There's so much opportunity we've got to be moving towards our creative visions, but we don't do it because we're here looking at it over there and we're too scared or we just don't know what step to take first. A 10-minute contract will freaking help you. I promise. It's helped me. It's helped hundreds of my clients in the past. And it's extremely effective. And even just to start this 10-minute contract, that's going to take balls. To actually physically write it out and commit to it and sign it, knowing that you have to do it, that takes balls. To sit down and write those 5 lines of your book when you're usually out there watching TV with somebody and they're like, what are you doing? That takes balls. Man, it takes nuts to go for these things. But instead of letting fear control what you're going to do with it, let the vision expand you. Let the vision guide you and draw you. Don't be scared of it anymore. Don't be upset with yourself anymore for not doing it so far. Yes, you've got regrets. So do I. So does everyone else in the world. Just don't let this one become another one. Don't allow it to happen. Start with the 10 minutes. Commit to it honestly and earnestly. Really allow yourself to have this and don't be scared of it. Please don't be scared of it. Allow yourself to have it. You deserve it. Now go grow some balls. Yeah. And it's starting to rain a little bit. Well, before I get wet,